In tonight's NBA Finals Game 5, first chance for LeBron, AD, and the Lakers to close out the series and take home title number 17. For Miami, they're trying to find the formula to recreate some of the success they had in Game 3. It's now or never for this Heat team. Wilds, some might even say the heat is on. Here is Jimmy Butler.
That's pretty good.
But I got to win. I got to know me putting my body through all of this, my guys putting their bodies through all of this is for something. Being here for 90, however many days, it was for something. Being here for the next 6 until the 13th, I think that's Game 7, yeah, maybe. It was for something. Because if it wasn't, I would be really pissed off at the end of this thing.
Is it not, you guys aren't the same way. Every time you think of Miami, you say the heat is on, and every time I have that song in my head. Well, it might not be in my head much longer, I'm sure, Wilds. Nick, what can the Heat do tonight to force a Game 6 and force me to stop singing the heat is on?
Nothing. The series over. LeBron doesn't lose closeout games. So listen, I'll be very quick here. He's the greatest closeout player in NBA history. He's 38-10, the best winning percentage by far. He's won 16 of his last 17 closeout games. The only time in the last, 7 years he's had an opportunity to close out a series and didn't was an odd Game 6 in round 1 against the Pacers in 2018. So he responded with a 45-point Game 7 to vanquish them. So this series is over. Jimmy Butler, though, Wilds, your old buddy JB, he keeps trying to cash checks that I don't think he's got the sufficient funds for. So if I were a member of the Lakers, I would run a little test here. I would amble on over this morning to Big Face Coffee, and I'd say, Jimmy, here's the deal, man. I need 5 cups. I don't have the requisite $100, but I'll give you $100,000 Monday morning. See you then? See if Jimmy takes that deal. Because I don't think Jimmy's taking that deal. Because he knows by Monday morning he's gonna be back in Miami.
But Nick,
the Lakers gonna be back in LA. What do you call
Nick, that's what you want, though.
No, hold on, Brandon. Just for the record, Jimmy Butler has already answered this. And we don't have, I didn't know you were going to say that because we can pull it up. It says no IOUs right on the whiteboard. No IOUs. I don't care how much you claim you're going to give me. It's $20 a cup, small, medium, large, no IOUs. Go ahead, Brandon.
Brandon, go ahead.
But you got to love it, Nick. No, Nick, you got to love this coming from Jimmy. You don't? Isn't this what you want out of a player? You just want him to pack it up?
I think typically we want guys to be confident. But in my experience, when guys verbalize guarantees and then get beat, we tend to talk about it. And then if they respond after guaranteeing a Game 4 win with guaranteeing 2 more wins, it's at least noteworthy when it's not going to happen. That's all. Like, I think guys are confident internally. I don't often hear guys be like, it's going to be 2-2, and now it's 3-1. It's going to be 3-2. It's going to be 3-3. No, it's not, Jimmy. It's not, Jimmy. Go ahead.
I let the NFL and the teams I played for brainwash me not to make guarantees. I wish, if I could go back in time, I would make a guarantee every damn game. This game I'm going for 150. This game we're going to win by 2 touchdowns. Like, what do you lose? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not playing with Xavier Woods, you know, at least you're going to give effort, right? So it's like, hey, I played my best. I gave my best shot.
Bam.
Right. So no, here's the thing. If I have to answer your question, Jenna, the Lakers. Listen, I said Woods. I didn't say Rose today. We fixed that. Nick fixed that for us yesterday. Jenna, answering your question, the Heat, they don't have a chance. What I want to see is, because I'm going to turn on the game late. At 9 p.m. tonight, I'm putting down my kids. So at 9:15, 9:20, when I turn on the game, the first quarter should be almost over. In the Heat, I need to see like 30 to 15. Like, they got to come out hot. That's the only chance they have to extend this series, is those guys making shots right away. We can't wait to the third quarter, fourth quarter to see Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson, Jay Crowder finally hit a big shot. Like, you guys need to come out right now. Don't expect Jimmy Butler to have a big game if AD is guarding him again. Well, what you do is make him a perimeter player. Now you're taking away from the boards, but you got to rely on those guys hitting big shots right away. That's the only chance you have.
Here's the thing, America. Eric Spoelstra knows what to do. He's been in the video assistant since 1985 or whenever we've seen that black and white photo, obviously, oddly, like it's from the 40s.
I was one in 85.
He knows what to do. We're not going to be like unlock something like, hey, you know what you should do? Rebound. Oh, okay. Eric Spoelstra's like, oh, rebound. Kevin Williamson. Okay. But you can turn to the dark arts like Harry Potter. I remember talking to John Sally one time. I was like, oh, he's like talking about Jordan. I was like, how'd you guard Jordan? How did you stop Jordan? He's like, you take away something that they want. And I was like, well, what Jordan wants to score? He's like, yeah, I know he wants to score. It's like, you know what else I would do? Because Jordan liked to look good. He had his shirt tucked in, had his socks just right. So when Jordan would come down to the post, I would untuck his shirt. When Jordan would come down to the post, I would push down his sock.
That's
it would
awesome.
really bother him. I said, ooh, that is an interesting concept. And later on, I had a conversation with a famous basketball player, and they were talking about, it was just one person. He was talking about, I was like, what would you do about this, about, you know, playing this team? He said, oh, I would do all sorts of stuff. I would know what salaries the guys would make, what their contract situations were. And if one guy got a big salary, a big contract, and the other guy's fighting for a contract, we would shut down the other guy and make him feel like, oh, I got to score. I need this contract. So it's all this sort of like game beneath the game type stuff. And what do we know LeBron wants, Nick? He wants that MVP. He wants it. You know he wants it. You know he stays in games when he knows he gets a triple-double. He wants it bad. So if I was Spoelstra, I'd say, you know what? 0 for LeBron. 0. Triple, whatever we got to do. Triple cover, whatever it is, 0.
We'll lose the game,
and
but
see if
0
that can
for
mess
LeBron.
with the Lakers' chemistry a little bit. That's the only chance they've got.
I like it. It is a strategy. It is a strategy. Hey, would the real Cleveland Browns please stand up? Talking Browns and Colts next. First things first.
Jenna with all sorts.